Okay, there we go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Trinity Lem. I'm the indie author of now 4 books, officially 4. So this is just kind of like a celebration stream slash sprint to celebrate the newest release that I have. Forever and Ever is finally out, and I'm going to get into all of the details of how my day has been so far. But I'm sure you guys are wondering why I look and sound like this. So I got my wisdom teeth out last week. So I'm still fairly swollen, as you can tell. Last week was not fun at all. I had literally the worst time ever. I could not eat. I couldn't even swallow my antibiotic. My entire face, like, if you think it's swollen now, like, it was really bad a couple days ago. My entire face was swollen and my throat was swollen as well, and it was just not good. Not good at all. I am starting to feel better. I'm finally starting to like eat normal foods, which is really, really, really nice. So that is how last week was. And since I was in so much pain last week, I got absolutely no prep work done for today. And so yesterday and all of today, I have been like busting my butt trying to get everything done and ready in order to have a successful release day. So yeah, it's been rough. But I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok or whatnot. I did go live on there a bit earlier, and I was just kind of ranting because I really needed to rant. And pretty much what happened was last week I kept getting emails from KDP to have my final files uploaded by Christmas Eve. And I was like in bed dying, and I went on there to make sure that my files were uploaded and on there and saved and everything. And I went in, and right away they were already in there. So they had already been uploaded and saved. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I don't have to do anything. Everything is set and ready to go. And then I got an email from KDP saying that my files weren't uploaded, even though they were uploaded. And like I said, I know that they were uploaded and saved because when I went in there to check, they were already in there. So then I started freaking out because they said that they canceled my pre-order. So that was like already a mess because obviously everyone that had pre-ordered, like, they weren't going to be getting their books. So I was freaking out. And then today and last night, I was like in there trying to fix it, and it just kept saying that I was blocked, like out of that ebook, and it wouldn't let me in, it wouldn't let me edit it or publish or anything. So then I was freaking out more. So this morning I like hopped on customer service right away, and I was trying to get them to like unblock it because they wouldn't let me in to the ebook. It just kept saying blocked. And today obviously is my release day, so that was an issue for me. So pretty much what I had to end up doing was I had to create an entire new project for the ebook and the paperback, which was just a complete mess, and I had to just publish it and turn it in right away. And yeah, that was my entire morning. So I have been super, super stressed all day because my release day, like, almost wasn't my release day. The ebook did end up getting published like an hour after I submitted it, which was pretty fast. I think that the paperback is still in review, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll need to check that. But yeah, that is my day so far. I have been posting all day and preparing different things. I did run to the store and get a bunch of things for a giveaway that I'm going to be doing, which during one of the sprints I'm going to be like making all the posts and stuff for that, because I want to have it posted by tonight. But yeah, I still have a list of things that I need to get done. So hopefully during the sprint I can. And for those of you who did just pop in, I'm going to probably keep saying this throughout this entire stream. I got my wisdom teeth out last week, which is why I look and sound weird. So in case you were wondering why I look and sound like this, that is why. Alright, well anyway, that is my little disclaimer. Okay, so let's just hop into a sprint because I feel like I have so much to do. But while we are sprinting, I would really like to know what everyone will be working on. So I'm going to probably start with 15-minute sprints and then increase it a little bit after each one. So we'll start with a 15. But as we are sprinting, feel free to comment, share what you're working on, all of that stuff. You know, I love hearing from you guys. So, hey Renee, hi, welcome. Yeah, I don't know if you just popped on or what, but I don't know if you just heard my disclaimer about my face, but in case you didn't, I got my wisdom teeth out, so that's why I look like this. Anyway, like I was saying before, again, I'm going to be saying that literally this entire live stream, so like be prepared to hear it numerous times. Okay, anyway, I keep getting so sidetracked. Oh my god. All right, share what you were going to be working on. Yeah, let me know. I need to pull up the timer. I'm working on setting up Notion tonight. Ooh, that is fun. I'm going to be working on more posts because I just feel like last week put me so behind. So I'm really trying to catch back up. But it's like literally my release day today. So like how do you catch up on your release day? You know what I'm saying? It's totally fine. All right. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna hop right in. Okay. And timer is starting now. Alright guys, so the timer did just go off. Let me take this banner down. Also, I wanted to make a few disclaimers. For those of you that have like been on here for like a bit, like I said, you're gonna be hearing this a couple times. So I got my wisdom teeth out last week, which is why I'm so swollen and like I'm talking different than how I usually do. So yeah, just try to ignore it if you can. Anyway, next disclaimer. My computer is being really weird for some reason. Like, I don't know if it's because I was sharing my screen or what, but you know when your computer's like working really hard and it starts like making that like noise? Yeah, it was doing that for like the whole sprint. So I don't know why. Hopefully my Wi-Fi doesn't go out or something, or my computer doesn't like crash. I don't know. If for some reason this stream ends like randomly, that is why. Anyway, we had a few people share or comment or whatever. So Dan came in and he said congrats on your new release. Thank you. And must feel good to have an entire trilogy out. It really, really, really is. It's very relieving now that it's all out, because after the second one, I did leave the second one off on a cliffhanger. It was quite a bit of a cliffhanger. And so many people were just like dying to have the next book. So I was working so hard to try to get it out as fast as possible. So this entire year has been like absolutely jam-packed with deadlines and stress and whatnot. So now that it's out, because I know you asked what's next for you. So now that it's out, I want to take some time to just kind of grow what I have. So even though I'm about like 30k words into my next project, I'm not planning on releasing it for quite a bit. I want to take my time writing it, and I really want to take the next few months to just grow what I have, like I said, and spend a lot of time reading. I feel like I don't read enough because I don't have time to, since I am a full-time student. I'm not a part-time student. I wish I was. Since I am a full-time student, I don't have that much free time, and all the free time that I do have goes towards writing. So I want to spend a lot of time reading and posting more on YouTube. I feel like I'm just so behind on my posts all the time. So I'm really hoping to be able to actually get back to posting like once a week. I was posting once a week over the summer, and I really want to get back to that. Yeah. How long did it take you to release this current trilogy? I'm currently on book 2 of 3 for my own, and I can imagine the feeling of relief once they're finally out. Yeah, it took me 2 years. So from the time that I started writing the first one until now, it's been 2 years. And honestly, I feel like most people take their time writing trilogies, which I wish I did. But I feel like I was just rushing so much that I didn't really like take the time to just like soak it all in while I was writing it, if that makes sense. Yeah, book 2 of 3. Especially after book 2, it's like you get this weird feeling of like, okay, no, let me reword this. How do I explain what I'm trying to explain? When you finish the second one, you're like, oh my god, yeah, like I'm almost done, yay, almost there. And then when you finish the third one, it's just like kind of sad. Like I was more sad about finishing it than happy, because like I miss my characters, And yeah, I have such an attachment to my characters. It's probably unhealthy, but how have you celebrated today? I know some authors buy a cake for themselves. My mom, part of my Christmas present too, and for my release, since they are only 3 days apart, she bought me like this really cute poster of my book cover. She got me one for all of them actually, which I love because I put them up back in my office at home. So it's always really nice to have like those reminders of all of your work and whatnot. So she did that for me. Today, honestly, has been like, I'm not going to lie, it's been the most stressful release day I have ever had. There's been so much that I've had to do, and I was having some issues with Amazon this morning and publishing it. And yeah, I kind of explained that a little bit at the beginning of this stream. But to summarize, pretty much my files were saved and uploaded onto KDP, and I didn't hit a certain save button. I don't even know like what that means. I think it was a certain publishing button that I was supposed to hit that I didn't. But yeah, so then my pre-order got canceled and it wasn't released this morning, and I had to go through quite a bit to get it out today. So yeah, so that was very stressful, and then I've just been posting all day on all my social media. So I haven't really had time to like actually sit down and celebrate, which is why like this stream is really nice, because I get to come on here and interact with all of you guys and just talk about the release and my release day, even though it's been stressful. But this is like a good stress reliever and a little celebratory stream type thing. Hopefully, I will be able to celebrate a little bit after this stream. Not really sure yet though, because I feel like I still have so much to do before tonight is over. Classic cliffhanger. I've got the same for my first book, and it's killing me when people ask where the next one is. Once it's out, it'll be fine, but I need to get there. Yeah, honestly, it felt like I was getting chased with pitchforks for the past, like, how long has it been? 8 months. It's been 8 months. I've been getting chased with pitchforks. People have been dying for the third one because the cliffhanger was so bad. And honestly, I definitely get it, because I don't think I've ever read a book with a cliffhanger where the next book wasn't already out. And I don't think I ever would. So yeah, thank you to all the readers who stuck around to read the last book. 2 years, that's impressive. I take forever with my own. Thank you. Yeah, it has been rough, and sometimes feels like it was rushed, like I was saying. But I don't know. It was really hard to balance it with school and everything else going on. And I'm really proud of myself for doing it, but I am never going to give myself those tight deadlines, like literally ever again. You could always do short stories with your characters if you miss them too much. It's what I eventually plan on doing once I get there. That's true. I know some authors that do that. I know Sarah Sutton does like Patreon. I think she puts some short stories in there, I believe. Something along those lines. So I could potentially do that, and I'm really hoping, like I said, to grow a lot more over the next few months. So I'm hoping to start doing like things like that. Just like things that will allow me to like interact more with my readers and whatnot. That's so sweet of your mom. And Amazon issues is a phrase I hear often. They're a right pain. You got it done though. Yeah. It was really rough. There was one point this morning where I was like, okay, I have like, this has been supposed to be my release day for over 2 months. And I was like talking to myself, I'm like, okay, I'll just consider this my pre-release day because it's not going to be out until tomorrow. So yeah, I know. I'm really happy that it got out on time. Congrats on the release of your book. How many books have you published now? Thank you. I technically have 4. So my first book is a poetry collection entitled Fingerprints. I published that one when I was 16. Pretty much because I started writing poetry when I was 14. So I already had all the poems written, and all I really had to do was just smash them together and publish it. So I did that at 16. And then it wasn't until freshman year of college where I kind of decided that I wanted to try fiction, and I figured why not try contemporary first, because I feel like contemporary, it's kind of easier to write because it's so realistic and all you really have to do is write about your own surroundings and things that you know. So I jumped into contemporary, and that is my trilogy. It is a new adult contemporary romance. And yeah, that is that. I'm very excited with how it turned out, and all of the reviews that I've gotten so far are so positive, which is really not just rewarding but relieving as well when you've worked on something for so long. So yeah, I'm very happy with how the release and the day has been going so far. What's been your highlight of writing your trilogy? The highlight? I think the highlight, honestly, it might just be anytime I get like a nice review. Because anytime I get like a nice review, especially the ones that go into like a little bit more detail of like what they liked about the book and about the characters, I feel like those are just so rewarding. And the story itself is like fairly personal to me, so it's been very rewarding to write it. It allowed me to get out a lot of the bad stuff and the bad feelings and whatnot. So I'm very thankful for that. What is your writing style? Is there anything that you would change how you write? Okay, so in regard to like genres and whatnot, like I said, pretty much I am published so far in poetry and contemporary romance. But I really, 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 really want to kind of get outside the box a little bit. And after the current project that I'm doing, which is another romance, I really want to do like some thriller. I absolutely love like crime stuff and murder mysteries and all of that stuff. So I think it would be a lot of fun to jump into thriller a little bit. And I already have some ideas for some thriller projects. I just have no idea when I will get there. So hopefully not too far away. But again, like I said, I want to start reading a lot more. And I honestly haven't read a thriller in a long time. I'm a big practice what you preach person. So since I've been writing romance for the past 2 years, I've only been reading romance for the past 2 years. So yeah, imagine literally reading romance for 2 years straight, literally nothing else. I need a break from it. So yeah, I want to do that. And then, is there anything that you would change how you write? Honestly, I don't know. I also have a weird, what's it called? Why can't I? A weird writing process. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. I I'm kind of between a plotter and a pantser a little bit. Pretty much I write down all of the main plot points that I want to have incorporated into the book, and then I kind of like put them in order and whatnot, and I fill in all the gaps. So a little bit of both sides going on. But I do really like my writing process, and I don't think I would want to change it, honestly, especially because now that I'm 3 fiction books in, at least 3 novels, um, I feel like I finally like really gotten the hang of it. So I don't think I would want to change it at all. And now we are at the end of the comments. Um, Again, for those of you that are on here, please share what you are working on tonight. Oh, we've got another one. Romance doesn't usually take my fancy. I'm the post-apoc genre for the moment. I enjoy the world building aspect. I love like that genre, and really anything like that goes along with that genre, sci-fi, dystopian, all of that stuff. I love that stuff. I'm just like not I'm not used to the whole world building thing just yet. So, and like I said, I haven't read anything besides romance in 2 years, so I definitely am going to have to kind of jump back into sci-fi and whatnot, reading wise, before I like start writing it, obviously. I do have an idea for a sci-fi. I've had it since I was literally like 13 or 14. It's always been in the back of my mind, and I've always been planning on doing it eventually. I just, like I said, I have so many things that I want to do. I need to get there. um, Especially since I'm in school still. It's like school is absolutely crazy, and it's just getting crazier and crazier. Yeah, but again, I so far I have ideas for romance, thriller, and sci-fi. Hopefully I can get to all of them. Eventually I will, but it's going to take some time for sure. It's great to hear you have figured out your writing style. I'm getting into my swing with book 2 now that I know how to write. Yeah, I feel like I didn't really have like a good grasp on it until I was like a decent amount into the second book. How did your writing process evolve over writing your trilogy? Honestly, okay, this is kind of funny. When I like pick up the first book in the series, and I I don't know if like you guys like comment if you are already published or if you're planning on publishing or whatnot, because I want to know if I'm the only one that does this. But I'll pick up the first book and I'll just like flip to a random page and just like read a little bit of it. And when I do that, I cringe because my writing style then versus my writing style now in the third book is just so different. It's so different, and I feel like I've grown so much as a writer, and I've really figured out all of like the little tricks and whatnot, and got such a good grasp on it that like I said, like I cringe reading parts of the first book because I don't know, it's just it has definitely evolved. It has evolved a lot. Yeah, world building can feel a little counterproductive when you spend so much time making details that never make it into the book. You should definitely give it a go. I definitely do want to give it a go. Once I can really like binge read a lot of those. I have so many books that I have not read yet. It's insane. And now that the trilogy is out, I just want to like take a few months, read a lot, and spend my like or like take my time like writing. my new project, because like I said, I feel like I was just always like strapped into these deadlines and whatnot. So I really want to spend my time on the next one and give myself a little break. And next semester, I'm taking 5 classes again. Because like I said, I'm a full-time student and I'm going to be having a part-time job as well. So going to be very, very busy. So I want to just take a little bit of time off. Obviously, with marketing and whatnot, you can't ever really take time off. But in regards to publishing, I want to take some time off. And Justin has joined us. Wrote post-apocalyptic sci-fi back in the 90s. It was great fun. Ooh. I do love post-apocalyptic stuff. I just mapped out a 70 plus books between different series the other day. We shall see how that goes. 70? Oh my gosh. I've been like slowly mapping out all of my ideas for them. I have like, I'd say 10-ish, I think. No, maybe a little bit more than that, honestly. I'm not really sure, but I've got a good amount so far, and even that is like making my mind buzz like because I'm just like tugging back and forth between all of these different projects, and one day I'll be like, okay, I want to write this, and then I want to write this, and then I want to write whatever. So I cannot imagine 70. Like, that's crazy. Mapping means just the plan, not actually develop. Yeah, I know what you mean. And I've done that a little bit too, like I was saying, but pretty much like I haven't really mapped them much. I've just kind of gotten like a baseline of a plot, just like the basic idea of the plot, but I don't have any like plot points or anything yet. Mapping is still a good step. I can only do like 1 or 2 books at a time before my head explodes. Yeah, I'm definitely the same way. I can't even read 2 books at the same time. I have to read like 1 book at a time, so I would never be able to write more than 1 at a time. So like I said, I'm only like writing 1 currently, but I have a lot of ideas for future ones. I find it does help to talk it out with people. Yeah, it really does, and it's always nice to talk about it. Since I'm still only 20 and in school, I don't really have people around me that write or publish or even read. So it's always nice to have people to just kind of share all of my ideas with. And Tim writes fantasy. I'm pulling a Brandon Sanderson and linking them together, hopefully. I love fantasy. Except I can't really remember the last time I got to read fantasy, even though I have piles of fantasy books that I have yet to read. Yeah, I read 1 book at a time, and I usually have to get it done quickly. Yeah, me too, except I'm like in the middle of 1 book. It's a romance, of course. It's All the Little Lights by Jamie McGuire. It's pretty good so far. I think I'm like a little under halfway. I just haven't had time over the past few weeks because of my wisdom teeth and my publishing and whatnot. So I'm really hoping that now I can just kind of chill and finish it. All right. So now that we have gotten, I can read more than 1 book at a time, but that's because they are audiobooks. Honestly, I've never listened to any audiobooks. I don't know. I zone out. I zone out. And yeah, that's it. Like I can't listen to them because I will totally zone out and have no idea what's going on. But anyway, okay, now let's get into our second sprint of the night. We were just talking for so long. So let's do another Okay, let's actually try a 10-minute because, like I said earlier, I don't know what's going on with my computer. So let's try a 10-minute and see how that goes. Just like a little quick sprint. And then we will hop into another one. I'll probably do one more after this upcoming one because I do still have so much stuff that I need to get done tonight. Okay. All right. And we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the timer did just go off. So I'm gonna take that off. I literally, my computer is making that noise again, so I'm assuming it's because of like me sharing my screen, whatever it's like doing too much. I don't know. So maybe for the next one, I'm gonna try to just set a timer on my phone instead to just avoid that problem, because anytime it starts like making that noise, I feel like I can't do work that's on my computer because I feel like my computer's gonna explode or something. But how did everyone do? I know that was a pretty quick sprint, but sometimes quick sprints are like the best way to go, not gonna lie. So going back up. Oh, book recommendations. Those are always nice to have. I don't think I've read any of these. And I'm not sure what genre they are. What genre are they, Justin? Let me know. I'm interested. And have you seen Trinity's covers for her books? I still can't get over them. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my cousin's husband is a graphic designer, so he designs all of my covers for me, which is very nice. Because he's very easy to work with, and I get a family discount, so that's always good. But I do absolutely love my covers. I love how simple they are, and just like the super bright colors, I really like. Oh, they are pretty, simply elegant. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I feel like they look very different than any other book covers I've seen, which is really nice quality to have. So, yeah, and I finally got some of my books into a couple local bookstores and libraries and whatnot. And so, anytime I do go visit them and see them on the shelves, they always like pop out, which is great. And very exciting because it's always nice to see your books surrounded by other books and on shelves and whatnot. Your computer might be overheating. Yeah, it might be. I don't really know. But I am surprised that my Wi Fi has not gone out. I have really, really bad Wi Fi in my apartment. And a lot of the times when I try to do live streams, especially like with a group of people, when we do like a group stream, and usually if I am doing a group stream, it's with like Autumn Ashley or Sarah Sutton or Kayla Kempers or whoever. So when I'm doing a group stream with them, I always get kicked out of, of the live stream because my Wi-Fi just like totally goes out. But that has not happened this time. So that is fairly exciting. Maybe I need to do more streams just by myself, I guess. Hey, I got a family discount with my book too. My other half is an illustrator, so I looked out there. Yeah, it's really, really, really nice to just like have those resources. And my editors, actually, this is just like totally funny. So like I said, my cover designer is my cousin's husband, and my editors, I use two different editors. I'm like playing with my hair tie. I use two different editors. One of them is one of my old AP English teachers, and the other one is one of my good friends. I've known her since like preschool. So she is one of my good friends that is currently going to school in New York for editing and publishing, and she's a total book nerd. She absolutely loves reading, and she always has a lot of really, really, really great feedback. So it's really nice because I have both someone to comment on like the plot and the characters and whatnot, and then I also have someone who catches all of the grammatical errors. So that's very nice that I have those resources. They are all post-apocalyptic, focusing on the altered psychology of the main protagonists. Crowley's is also very poetic. That sounds pretty interesting. I absolutely love psychology. I think it's so interesting. I took AP Psych back in high school, so I'm super, super, super into psychology. And in my books, the contemporary romance books, the Forever trilogy, the main character, Tatum, she struggles with complex PTSD, so I bring a lot of psychology into the books, which is really great, especially considering that not a lot of people know about this specific type of PTSD and just how it can affect someone on a daily basis. So I absolutely love being able to bring issues like that to light, and I'm hoping on kind of incorporating things like that into my future works as well. My current internet doesn't allow me to live stream. That should change in May, and I can't wait. I was like the same way. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be live streaming all the time, and I like haven't in a while, which is bad. But I've been so busy, so I'm hoping to start doing live streams like twice a month at least, over the next few months especially. My laptop isn't overheating. First we had a severe snow blizzard and then someone stole my firewood, so it's freezing cold indoors. Here in my cottage, -9 degrees. What? It's 15 degrees in your cottage? I literally cannot imagine. I'm the type of person that is always cold, like always freezing. Even if it's like 70 degrees outside, I will still somehow be cold. And if you hear like, I'll be quiet for a second so you can hear it. That's my heater. I always have my space heater on because I'm always freezing. So I literally cannot imagine. I'm warm and comfy in my polar sleeping bag though. Well, that's good. Oh no, Justin, someone stole your wood. At least your computer is warming you up, hopefully. Yeah, I literally cannot imagine that. That is so rough. I'm so sorry that that is happening to you. Sorry, I've been talking so much, my throat is like so dry. But it definitely doesn't help that like I have this going on with my mouth, you know, because I can't talk normally. So it's a struggle. I'm still a little swollen, but that's okay. The swelling has gone down over the past like 2 days, especially. If you guys saw me like 4 days ago, you'd be like, oh my god, it was huge. Like it was like my face going like this and then just literally puffing out. It was so bad. I've got central heating in my new place now, thankfully. That sounds nice. What are you working on anyway, Trinity? Are you asking like what I'm working on like writing wise or what I'm working on like when we're sprinting? Because writing wise, I'm working on a romance project. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into like all the details unless you like want details, but and then while we're sprinting, I'm doing a bit more like promo and marketing stuff. So during that past sprint, I made I know you guys probably see me like on my phone, but that's because I'm on like Instagram and Facebook and whatnot, like posting more for my release day today. So that's what I've been doing. During that last sprint, I posted on Facebook. I made that post, and I have been updating my ARC reviews as well. So I do use an ARC team when I release, and I always give them a deadline of when they need to have the reviews up by. So I've just been like going through and writing down like who has made the deadlines and whatnot, just to make sure that everyone is on top of their stuff, even though I am not. The nasty thing about low temperatures is mainly that writing with gloves on is difficult. I can imagine, yeah. I do have an electric oil-based radiator, but electricity is expensive here. I use it for emergencies only. Oh, an electric oil-based radiator. Wow. Justin, where are you from? Can I ask? You don't have to tell me, but I'm just like intrigued. Let me know if you want. Yeah, when we were spending. Okay, I got into that. Ooh, secret romance project. No need to spill the beans. Yeah, I know. It's like definitely different from what I've been doing, because the trilogy that I just completed is it's in a college setting. So if you guys know the After series by Anna Todd or the Beautiful Disaster books by Jamie McGuire, it has a similar vibe to those, kind of like college setting, bad boy trope type of thing. And this new one, I think, even though the characters are only a few years older than the ones in the Forever trilogy, I feel like they're just so much more mature. It's just a much more mature story. Actually, I wouldn't necessarily say that, because the Forever books deal with a lot of emotional trauma, and it's not just like a dramatic trilogy with like a lot of angst and drama. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of angst and drama, but like I said, since it does incorporate PTSD and like depression and addiction and all of these different mature topics, obviously it is definitely a very mature book. But I'd say in regards to the maturity, the original maturity of the characters and the setting, I think my current work in progress is a lot more mature in that way, if that makes sense. Organize with your arc, so I need to do that next time. Yeah, it's very, very, very helpful. I do have a YouTube video out on how I create my arc team and how I send them. So feel free to check that out if you want. But yeah, it's super, super helpful, and I'm the type of person where I need to have everything written down. So that's what this little journal is for. I reside in a cottage at a forest lake on Sealand Island in Denmark. Wow. I've always wanted to go, honestly, I've always wanted to go everywhere. Like, I want to go to as many places as possible in my lifetime. And I've only left the country once. Over spring break, senior year of high school, I went on a trip through my school. We went to Greece and Italy, and it was like the most amazing trip ever. So yeah, I really want to go back to like Europe, like everywhere in Europe, literally everywhere, Denmark and England and Germany and everywhere. So yeah. Oh, Denmark late there, isn't it? Oh, 2:14. Oh, that is pretty late. I'll have to check that video out. I found the author community like a week after I released my first book, so I missed out on some advice and help. Number 2 will be bigger and better though. Yeah, I didn't join AuthorTube until this past summer, so I had already had the first 2 books in my series out, and I wish that I joined sooner. Because I feel like my platform would have been so much bigger and stronger, but regardless, I am happy that I'm here now. I live in a townhouse overlooking a harbor in England. Oh my gosh, no way! Okay. I don't know if you guys know who One Direction is, but I have been like in love with them since I was like 10. Even though they're not together anymore. Yeah, I that's a One Direction tapestry. I'm literally 20 years old and I still have that up. Yeah, but they're from England. Except one of them is Irish, but the rest of them are from England. So I've always wanted to go to England. And hopefully I go one day. All right. So let's hop into our final sprint of the night. How long should we do? Who understands this? Of course I know. Okay, well, I don't know. Okay, so here's what's so funny. Obviously, I don't know how old any of you guys are, but I worked at a daycare last year, and a lot of the kids were like, I think the oldest one was like 10 or 11, and none of them knew who One Direction was. None of them. So yeah, they didn't know who they were. So I wasn't sure if you guys knew who they were. Obviously, I know you're not 10 years old, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay. They were a thing for a while, weren't they? My sister loved them. Yeah, 5 years. They were together for 5 years. They split, and technically they never actually split up. They went on a hiatus and then just never came back. In 2015, which was obviously the saddest time of my life. We're practically neighbors back in my heydays when pumpkin squatting was so high. I lived in White City, London. Okay, so I'm the only one that has never been to England. That's fantastic. Anyway, okay. It's a sign you're getting old when you have to get used to when younger kids don't know what you're talking about. It was really heartbreaking. Except I did play What Makes You Beautiful for them, and they were like, oh, I do know this song, and that made me feel a lot better. So yeah, that's my quick story time. Okay, hopping back into these sprints. So this will be our last one for the night. Let's do, because I am nervous about my computer, let's do 12 minutes. So a good in between. Actually, wait, I'm doing it on my phone instead. We'll do 15 then. Totally forgot. Duh. All right. So you guys probably aren't going to hear when it goes off. I don't know if you hear it when it goes off on my computer anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. All right. So I got 15 up, and we are starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the timer did just go off. So I actually was pretty productive on that one. I got my giveaway post designed for Instagram. I am planning on doing a release day giveaway. I know it's already 8:30. I'm Eastern time, so it's 8:30 here. Which is like kind of late, but I'm just like, as long as I can get it posted in the next like 30 to 45 minutes, then yay. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Sorry guys, it's international because I cannot pay for international shipping, but I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm giving away like some cute fun things. I have like a little wine glass that says celebrate on it, which I thought was very fitting with the day, and a little sign that says happily ever after. I also like a little plush penguin and a candle because I thought they were cute and the candle smelled really good. And then I'm going to be giving away one of my books of the winner's choice. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm going to be posting it on Instagram and TikTok. So I guess we will see how it goes. So how productive was everyone during that sprint? I know it was only 15. I hit my knee. I know it was only 15, but I think it was pretty productive for me at least. Dan says that's understandable for international. Cost me a fortune to send the prizes to the US. Yeah, it really, really, really does. Yeah, I know. I haven't done any international giveaways, but a few of my ARC readers are from, I think there's one from Canada and there's one from England. So obviously they pay for their own shipping, but still it's like fairly expensive. I was doing some SEO, so not too much fun. Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun. It cost me an arm and a leg to send the grand prize over the pond. Yeah, shipping is really, really expensive, but I don't know if I will ever actually do an international giveaway, but I think it was worth it though. Was it? I don't know. I mean, I could see how it could be super beneficial. I don't know. Because it's like when you think about it, it's just like another marketing tool. So, and it, I mean, depending on what you're sending, because sending like just a book, literally just a book in an envelope, is like $25. So I cannot imagine sending like an actual box of things. That would definitely cost like a fortune. But I guess when you look at it as like a marketing tool perspective, it's not that much, if that makes sense. Gives a subtle nod towards my book. Yeah, it does. Giveaways are always super, super beneficial, at least the ones that I've done. Yeah. It's a hoodie, 2 handmade mugs, bookmarks, art prints, and the book. That is a lot. And I'm assuming you obviously put it in a box, so anytime I have to put stuff in a box to send, it's like twice as expensive. But usually what was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought. I don't even know. But anyway, I am going to have to get going. I have a few more things that I need to do tonight, and then hopefully just go to bed. So I do need to get going, but thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun talking about all bookish things and celebrating with all of you. So thank you for making my release day a lot better than it was beforehand. I really appreciate it. And yes, congrats on your release. Thank you. It is Have a Drink and Relax. Technically, I'm not old enough to drink yet, but I'm almost there. I will be 21 in early February, so close. You deserve the time to chill now. Yeah, I really do need to chill. I need just like a break to just like sit down and stare at the wall or something. I don't know. Yeah, so hopefully I can get some relaxation time in tonight before bed, but I guess we'll see. Again, thank you guys for joining, and yeah, the book is now live. Feel free to check out all of my promo posts that I've put up so far and how my day has been. I've been posting a lot on Instagram. I've posted on TikTok as well and Facebook. So yeah, feel free to check any of those posts out. I did link all of those below. And the book is now live on Kindle Unlimited. Hopefully that paperback will be coming in the next like day. Since Amazon had to do me dirty, but yeah, feel free to check that stuff out. And I do sell signed copies through my website as well. And even if you are international, I can ship it to you. You would just have to pay for the shipping. But yeah, I forget it's 21. I know. Yeah, everywhere else it's like 18. Second book of my post-apoc series, and it's been fun. I've signed up to the newsletter as well. Great, thank you very much. You will be receiving a newsletter hopefully tonight or early tomorrow morning in regard to release day, so you will be able to see that. Thank you guys again for joining me tonight, and I hope you guys have a great night.